Hello, everyone. George here with Catholic Positive Energy. I hope all of you had a Merry Christmas. I hope you're really enjoying your week. Well, it looks like this is going to be the final Catholic Positive Energy broadcast for 2020. I will admit, this has not been the best year of all time. It certainly has not. But that does not mean that positive things have not happened at all this year. There have been some positive things that have happened this year. Some of you have probably experienced some new things that you didn't think you would experience had these things not happened around us. Me, I just recently started graduate school. And that has certainly been a very positive thing, a Catholic positive thing in my life, because I'm going to a Catholic distance university. Please let me know if there are any positive things happening in your lives. And I want to point out right now at the beginning, I do have an email address connected to this page called catholicpositiveenergy@gmail.com. It's on the Facebook page. That's one E from positive to energy, just one E. And then, so catholicpositiveenergy@gmail.com if you would like to get in touch with me, share any insights, ideas, or if you have any questions, or hopefully any positive comments, and hopefully not harsh criticisms. This broadcast is going to be about mentors. We need mentors. We need more. First, let me define what a mentor is. A mentor is a person who provides you with the tools, guidance, support, and feedback you need to thrive in your life. They're often someone who's gone down the same road you're currently on, and they are there to advise you on what they've done and what's worked for them. Just about anyone can act as your mentor. A friend, a family member, an alumnus of your school, a coworker, peer, a current or former boss, someone you got to know through a networking event. A mentor is not someone you admire from afar. They should be able to play a consistent role in your life over some period of time. That is very true. I'm 34 now, and throughout my life, I've had several mentors come and go. I've met a lot of people older than me who wanted to tell me what to do and try to coach me on certain things to try to get me to be like them. And, well, when I met someone who was passionate about the same things that I'm passionate about, that's when things worked. I remember this, I have this uncle who would always want to teach me certain things that I was not interested in. And that's why he and I are not speaking anymore. He wanted to teach me foreign languages that I pretty much was never going to use. And, that's why that one didn't work out. So when you meet a mentor, this mentor needs to be passionate about the same things that you're passionate about. I want to keep this centered around positive energy. Now, some of you watching probably don't have all the positive energy in your life that you wish you had. That's why I'm here. There was a time, not too long ago, when I didn't have much positive energy in my life. I did not. And eventually, I met a very wonderful mentor, just like this. I was watching her Facebook broadcast less than 2 years ago, and I eventually contacted her through her Facebook page, and we met 4 months later. And she's been a very important person in my life ever since, and still continues to be one to this day. I'm not the grand master of positive energy, nowhere near that yet, but she certainly is. So, for any of you out there who are struggling with depression or any type of sad, unhappy thoughts, trauma, If you feel that you're just not as happy as you wish you could be, or as much as I am, there is hope. Now, obviously, I cannot be everywhere at once. I would love to be a mentor to each and every one of you, but you're welcome to get in touch with me. Hopefully, for all of you who are following my community here, Catholic Positive Energy, I would love to meet each and every one of you. I want to point out, I'm glad our community continues to grow and grow. The Facebook page has 231 likes, the Facebook group, 208 members, and the YouTube channel, 13 subscribers. I definitely want to see that YouTube channel growing. We have so many people in the page and the group, the YouTube channel. We'd love to have you there as well. So, as far as having a mentor, here's some of the things I've also experienced. If there are things that you may not know how to do, or you don't know how to feel, or you don't know what to think, that's where a mentor is very helpful. As it says in Scripture, in John 15:5, apart from you I can do nothing, you meaning the Lord. So, we cannot do it all on our own. There are things that we can do on our own, but one thing I've noticed is that being positive, being as happy can possibly be, finding serenity, we cannot do that on our own. I have met some people who were very successful, very wealthy, people who got married at a very young age and started a family and quickly became parents and quickly became grandparents at a young age. But these people were not as happy could possibly be. So please don't think to yourselves, oh, well, I just got married and I'm very, very young, and I'm going to be happy for the rest of my life. Well, I hope you will be happy being with that person, but being happy in all other aspects of your life, I don't know. A lot of people think, well, because I just found the love of my life, I'm going to be happy for the rest of my life. That's not always the case. I have not been married yet, but one thing I've noticed, and I have met lots of people who got married when they were like 18, 21, and then got divorced and remarried, or, I guess that didn't solve everything. So, just because you get married at a very young age and fall in love, you will be happy in that sense. But that doesn't mean that you're going to be happy as far as conquering your fears, successful in life as far as a career. It doesn't mean that you'll be happy when you're faced with a trauma. There are some spouses out there who are not very good at helping their spouse through a trauma. It's very difficult. Marriage doesn't solve all your problems. Hopefully, it will make you more happy than unhappy, but that doesn't mean you'll be happy forever. So therefore, what I'm referring to as far as being positive is everything else. Everything that has nothing to do with marriage or romantic love. I'm referring to trauma, fear, the things that make us unhappy every time we hear about it or we're faced with it. Oh man, I just hate going through this. I hate it when people talk about this around me. That makes me very unhappy. See, that's what I want you to focus on right now. Focus on those, okay? We're going to conquer those fears. We need mentors who have been through what we've been through to guide us so we will be positive and happy through those difficult times when we're faced with those difficult things. You see, I have found serenity. And for those of you who know about Mr. Rogers, many of you do, I guarantee you he found serenity during his lifetime. He really did. He was the king of positive energy. My dear friend, author Holly, she has her own Facebook page like me. It's called Positive Quotes with Author Holly. She is a very wonderful expert on positive energy. And there was a time about 3 years ago, I had more negative energy in my life than anything else, and I wasn't even fully aware of it. My life was really messed up. If your life is not filled with positive energy, serenity, wonderful thoughts, wonderful feelings, then something is not right. You need to empty yourself out from all that negative energy. Offer that up to our Lord Jesus Christ as you're praying. Offer that up when you're praying the Rosary or the Chaplet of Divine Mercy. Or another powerful prayer that I've noticed, and this has changed my life, the Memorare. You can look that up. Matter of fact, that's a great idea. I think, you know how I normally do prayer broadcasts with you guys every other week normally? This week I wanted to do a topic because I'm still on break from school. I think the next time I do a prayer broadcast, I'll pray the Memorare. Yeah, that's a fantastic idea. You see, I just came up with a good idea while I was just thinking randomly during my broadcast. Positive things can just pop out right at you when you least expect it. So if you know someone in your life, or even it could be more than one person, group of people maybe, who has been through what you've been through, who knows exactly how you feel, someone who you consider someone you can trust, then please ask that person to be your mentor. This person has to care about you dearly. This person should love you unconditionally, never give up on you, understand you, and obviously be someone who makes you feel inspired. This person cannot be someone who harshly criticizes you. As I said last week, too much criticism is a form of verbal abuse, and I am not inspired at all by any kind of a teacher who criticizes me. You should know by now, I don't like criticism. I really don't. It's very, very bad. You know, it's almost as bad as using foul language and shouting. Criticism, not good for me. So, I love helping people. I really do. I'm helping every single one of you. And I definitely hope that you find these things helpful that I'm stating to you. Obviously, I will admit, this world around us, regardless of what's going on, it can be a very negative place. It can. This is why I don't like watching the news. The news. They say if it bleeds, it leads. There's no news like bad news. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because every time you watch the news, you hear something, it's always something bad. It's never good. I like beautiful things. I like positive things. I don't want anybody controlling the way I think or the way I feel and putting nothing but negative thoughts into my mind. Not going to happen. So, you need to look at the world around you. Look at what's going on in your life and see the positive out of it, even if there is something bad. My dear friend was talking on her broadcast yesterday, and she was talking about, now I feel this would be a good story. Her daughter was T-boned in a car accident recently, and she's okay. She just had bumps and bruises, nothing severe. But there were actually some positive things that came out of that. Her daughter feels differently about life now than before. I don't remember every single thing that was said. I have to watch it again. But her daughter has she's much more thankful and grateful and cherishes life a lot now than she did before, because the worst possible thing could have happened out of that car accident. The fact that she's still alive and the fact that she only got bumps and bruises, she is lucky. She is very, very lucky. You know, someone has a near-death experience and they're still alive, that person tends to think much more positively than before. So that's one example of pulling something positive out of something that's not positive. Good things can come out of bad things. They can. So remember that. Think of the time, and I know everybody's got one of these. Think of the last time something really bad happened to you. Something you didn't deserve. Try to think of the best possible thought or the best possible thing out of that. Just think. You don't have to share it, but just think about it. What was the best possible thing that came out of this bad experience that I had? Or what did I learn? Maybe you learned something that you wouldn't have learned had not that terrible trauma happened to you. I certainly learn a lot of things. I learn a lot of things. I'll share just one. I'll talk about it briefly. I remember this one time when I was like 14. I had a big crush on a girl at school, and I tried talking to her in the best way possible, and she turned me down. And at first I wasn't hurt. I mean, I was willing to move on, but she told all her friends. And then they all pestered me, harassed me, and teased me, and told everybody, and humiliated me for the rest of the school year. That tore me apart. And I held on to that for a couple of years. I don't hold on to it anymore, but one thing I've learned, you can't trust everybody. There are a lot of people I do trust, but you just can't trust everybody. Not everybody can be trusted. That was what I learned. There are people in this world who you can trust. Don't misunderstand me. I did not say don't trust anybody. I just said not everybody can be trusted. People can be trusted. You just gotta get to know them, and they gotta show you and prove to you that they are trustworthy. And then you can go right ahead and give them your trust. So I hope you've found this very helpful. Thank you for helping Catholic Positive Energy to grow. Please continue to like and share, and please don't forget about the YouTube channel. I really want you to please join me there on the YouTube channel. I put the same videos up there. So I'm very grateful for every single one of you. There's no one in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are. That was a quote from Mr. Rogers. So please pray for me, and I will continue to pray for every single one of you as well. You mean the world to me. I'm very glad that I started Catholic Positive Energy. Coming up very soon, January 15th, it will be the 1-year anniversary of when I started Catholic Positive Energy. And hopefully around that time, yeah, that's going to be a Tuesday, I'll definitely think up a really fun thing we can do when I meet with you then. So thank you very much. God bless every single one of you. I hope you have a happy new year. And please remember, dignification is better than criticism. God bless.